you already know, like, I'm not going to eat this food. I'm not going to drink this. I'm not going to do that. I get it.
Hmm.
We on date night. We out. We went to the movies, caught the show. On the way to the crib, I'm like, hey, nice little Mexican restaurant. Let's slide in here, get some tacos, burritos, quesadillas, whatever you want to eat.
Uh-huh.
Couple margaritas. So now this is not planned. How do you handle that? Like if you gotta use the bathroom or what you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, probably even in that, like, okay, we can go Mexican, but so I'm lactose tolerant, so I probably would not do like a whole bunch of cheese. I guess doesn't really do it, but like sour cream or like the stuff that I know is going to have me on 10 or have me, having bubble guts or mud butt or whatever. No, I'm not doing it. Or I'll limit it. It'll be like a limited of like, okay, give me light sour cream.
I mean, but it's a natural bodily function, like I get the whole like maybe quick, like you know what I'm saying? Like look at real woman, like what's the biggest food like from a woman's point of view if you had to go, are you like go around a man or in his house or even if, like talk to me about that. Talk me through that. What do I be thinking?
Ooh, okay.
What do I be thinking that we're gonna think of you? Let me ask that.
Well, I mean, there is some guys out here that still are like, you farting and shit. Like, so it's that fear. But it really depends on where the relationship is. Like, if you're just dating, then I'm not probably gonna be taking shit at your house or if you're over my house and this
But what if
this
you stay the
really
night though? Like what you doing? What you sleep? Like what you gonna do? Like I mean, because
if I had to go,
yeah.
yeah. I sneak out the bed and take a shower. There would have, yeah, I would have to do that,
All right.
do my deed, and then take a shower or something. Because like,
Okay.
mm,
See everything. I thought it won't happen there. You get up, and I wake up like, where you going? What you gonna say? I'm just saying.
and then at that point, I'm like, yo, man, listen here, I gotta go. So I'll be back because after the fact, I need to take a shower because this is just, I didn't see this coming. But
Nah, it's funny. Like all funny. Nah, I just be asking questions like that because dating.
mhm,
I get it. It's always a set of unwritten rules. Like you got to. I could deal with this. Like if I gave you five things, you'd be like, yo, out of the five, you just gave me three.
mhm,
Cool. One, I'm gonna tolerate. The last one is a deal breaker. Like you do this, it's over, right? You see, it's like the thing that people talk about when we're dating.
right.
Then it's like a whole nother set of rules come in, like using the bathroom, nah, because like I feel like that's a part of dating, like, and I feel like men and women alike. It's not just a one sided thing. Men and women alike, like pretty much like that's not cool in a relationship. But I'm like, what do you do if it goes long term? Like, are you supposed to forever hide the fact that you use the bathroom
No,
and that you're gonna deny the something that's a natural bodily function?
no, that's why I said it depends on what level and like where you're at with it. Like in the beginning, I mean, you see it all the time on social media. That's a real thing where they're doing skits and then the person farts the girl farts in the bathroom. You're like, oh shit! Like you heard that. Like, how do I go back in the room and
Crazy.
he's so
That's what you mean.
no, but it's like embarrassing.
So what do you think you're going? Role play time.
Yep.
You go in the bathroom, you come out. What you actually gonna do? You're gonna be sitting there like,
Some.
I heard that. That's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
but you know what?
Or looking like
Like,
oh man, like you.
but like, yo, you turn that fan on, you spray, you open the window. I'm just asking, like, I just gotta know these things because, you know what I mean? Like, I was dating this girl one time,
Uh-huh.
right? And I left something out of the crib, but I had keys for the crib. So I'm calling,
Uh-huh.
she not answering. So I'm like, I gotta go all the way back to the crib. So I go to the crib,
Uh-huh.
open the door. I'm like, yo, she not hearing me.
Yes.
Like, to the bathroom. is in the bedroom. So you know, it's like the bedroom. So I go up there, open the door. I'm looking around. And I don't know what made me go in the bathroom. I just open the door, and she in there getting it on.
Getting
So
it on.
using the bathroom.
Oh, okay, okay.
So she like, get out of my. I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, this is hilarious. I'm like, this is just so hilarious. And she was like, why you find it? I'm like, you trying to hide this
Just
from me, like, let you do it.
yeah.
And I'm like, I accidentally stumbled. I'm like, yo, I just find it funny because you go through all of this like that. And I was like, how long you been holding it? Like you just like get out. I'm like, nah, seriously, how long you been holding this?
What'd she say?
For a while. I'm like, okay, why don't you just go to the bathroom? You know what I mean?
But how new was it? How new was it though?
I mean, it was like a couple months in, but I felt like if I'm laying at your crib and we staying together, it's like so you feel comfortable with me laying in your bed, having a key in your house,
Oh,
like what? But you're not comfortable enough to go to the bathroom. Like, help me
I
understand
guess
that.
that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
I mean, because you threw the key in there, but
Okay, let's take away.
it,
Okay, let's take away the key. You sleep in my bed. You eat my food. You over here. All of that. We do what we do, but you're not comfortable enough to do that.
I don't know what it is. Oh no. I mean, I feel like with time, then you know slide that in.
Did you have a bad experience?
No, I just don't. I think it's like that for a lot of people. No,
You had a bad experience. Keep it real.
I haven't had a bad experience. It's just like I said, the point is like I said, like the even just not even getting to the taking a shit part, but like farting is a big deal. So imagine you really need to take a shit, and then you know that.
I'm like, stink. Yeah, that's why.
So it is.
You feeling me? You be like, you fired up, like, you stink. Like, would you leave? Like, would you be embarrassed enough to leave? What would your reaction be?
Nah, 'cause I mean, I have a even if it is you're being truthful, or if, you know what I mean, or you're joking, but you're telling the truth. I mean, I have a good sense of humor, so that wouldn't hurt my feelings. I think I don't know what it is. I think that whole like when you fart and then you didn't know that you were gonna fart, or like you're in the bathroom and then the other person's in the other room, and it's like, oh my god.
I'm gonna stay here till air out. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah, they're not all queer. Yeah, they're not.
no, they're not all creative. Never, never let me hear that word come out of there. They're not creative. But it's something you be like, man or woman, you be looking like, dude,
Like man, you.
what you eat today, or how the old people say, what done called up inside you and die. You be
Yeah,
like, ah.
it's yeah. Then and that. Now I'm just saying this. Like at work, those stalls, man, the women, you would think, but no. Like when they go in there and do it, it's bad.
I heard women's bathrooms are
It's
terrible.
bad. Like like you don't smell that. Like what's going on here? Yes.
Just like either your nostrils is burnt off or you ain't got no sense of smell because it's like, yo, how you just
Or they're immune to it.
that's a bad place to be. If you're immune to stink, you know, funk, whatever you want to call it,
That's a thing.
that means you just
That,
used to it.
yeah, yeah. Because I can't
That-
do anything about it.
like I'm gonna need you to get a whole new nose or
With it.
something.
See how that works?
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's gonna always be a thing though until the person gets comfortable with their person, right? And then, you know, then that's when it's like, oh, okay, I gotta shit. You don't say nothing, and then you be like, did you just fart?
I mean, it's crazy, like, because when I talk about that part, the reason why I brought that up is like when you talk about relationships.
Yeah,
And you think about how men and women coexist, you know, it's like you would do all these different things, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like I mean, I don't know if to call it backwards or what to call it, but it's like when you think about it, like all it is, you things that are not quote unquote natural, you know what I mean? But then there's one thing that's actually natural and it's a part of who you are, like and You know what I'm saying? It's like so trivial. You know what I'm
True.
like? I get it. Like nobody wants to just, you know what I mean? Like I guess it's different for men and women. 'Cause if I gotta go, I'm going. I'm like, yo,
I do. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, listen,
And then most of the time,
I should sit you in there. Right?
you know, it's like, or well, the farting part. It's like you just do it. It's just like not caring how the person cares about it or looks at you.
So, I mean, if I'm comfortable, I'm comfortable.
True.
Like if I'm like, I mean, I get it. Like it just, I don't know. Like it's just a whole bunch of different things. You know
I
what I mean?
mean, you got a point there. I think if everybody would be it like that, then I mean, I think that would be freedom. Because then you wouldn't, you know, you could just be like, hey, I don't care. If hey, you can not like me, or you know, talk
Yeah.
about it. I didn't even know it was coming, but
You be like, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the crib. I forgot something at home. Like,
no, that's whoa, yeah.
yeah, but
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that has happened too. Like just as if somebody holding it for 4 or 5 hours.
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, shifting topics. What's a deal breaker for your relationship?
Oh. Um, not having enough time. Like I need that quality time is my thing. Like if you don't have it, kind of hard for me to rock with that.
So that's one of your love languages, like
It is.
quality time. So, you know, what does that look like for you?
Quality time.
Yeah.
Just like basically, just I don't know. We have to have the same value when it comes to that. So, because like a lot of people don't. I mean, like you know, like for me, when I value time, it's like okay, well, we need to both be on the same page. Like, well, whatever it takes, we need to be able to carve out that space for that time. Even if we're two busy people, we have a lot going on. You still need to value it as much as I do and make it happen.
Dig it.
So, and if not, then for me, it's a problem. So,
I dig it.
yeah. Um, and so, what's your like? What's your love language? More, but
No,
to you.
I think for real, when you think about the five of them, what are they? Physical touch,
Yep.
acts of service, gifts, words of affirmation, and quality time.
Yes.
I think for me, all five, all my love languages. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I believe
Hmm.
if you spend enough quality time, I think quality time encompasses the other four.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? The reason why, like, the more time I spend with you, the more I learn what things to do to make you happy. Like acts of service is not necessarily me just doing things at your request. Acts of service is me just serving you in any capacity.
Right.
Like,
Hmm.
you know, when I think about gifts, the more I'm around you, the more I know what you like. So
Exactly.
I give you like there's holidays and stuff, but then there's those just because things, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Intimacy is a result of time spent. Like the more time I spend with you, you know, the more intimate we'll become, the more details we'll learn about each other, the more we'll find out
Hmm.
what lies below the surface. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And quality time teaches me how to touch you, where to touch you,
Oh my God.
when to touch you. Like so I felt like quality time is one that encompasses all four.
Mhm.
You know, it's just when do those four other love languages, when are they prevalent in the relationship?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like in order to find out those things, quality time is a thing. And it has to be intentional.
Yes.
You
Exactly.
know, quality time is not a by accident thing. There's some things that happen by accident, but I think to really want to know a person and take it to the next level has to be your intention. It has to be an intentional act. You don't have to say like, yo, today this is what we're doing.
Right.
We're gonna chill on this couch, we're gonna watch this TV, we're gonna do whatever, you know what I mean? And it's gonna take us to the next level. So I think we quality time is pretty I think mine too.
And I'm glad that you said it that way. That's how you know perceive it because I never even thought of it that way. But yeah, so quality time is like the actual initial that needs to be there in order for you know all the other ones to flow. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I never even thought of that. But yeah, that's a that works for sure.
Yeah, coming time. The reason why I think time is because time is the one thing I could give you, but I can never get back,
Back.
and I can never take it back. Like so, me giving you my time and me saying like, yo, I must think something highly of you to say like, yeah, I'm giving you the one thing that I can't ever get back from you.
I never thought of it that way either. That's
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Like my time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I felt like time to me, a waste of my time is a quality, the deal
It's a
breaker.
deal breaker. Okay.
You don't waste my time. Like, don't
Mm.
have me try to invest energy and time into you and all of
Mhm.
that for you to turn around and be like, I'll be like, you could have just said that.
Right.
Like, let me just say
Say
that from
that.
the
Just
beginning.
say that.
Like,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Wow. Wow. So I've learned. I never looked at it that way, but that is so true.
it bring it brings to light that saying only time will tell.
Right. Yeah. And then, I mean, because like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of people sometimes on any of the five love languages, y'all may not have the same value. You know, you may not value it the same. So then that becomes a problem because it's like I really value that, but you don't, and that's why you're not showing up. You know. So yeah. So I learned something today.
Yeah, because I mean, like, even in the initial stages of a relationship, we're still learning.
Right.
You know what I mean? There'll be some commonality that we'll have. I think you said you was talking about something earlier about relationships. So like, why do people get into relationships and things like that, right?
Hmm.
Like, what attracts you? I think the statement was like, you're usually attracted to. I'm trying to remember the way you said it.
Hmm.
You're attracted to the same type of person or something like that, like over and over. Like in my experiences, what
Hmm.
I've learned is like a lot of people get into relationships not based on learning each other, based on trauma bonding.
True.
You know, if we have been through something remotely similar, then that becomes our common ground.
Right.
And then when that becomes our common ground, we automatically think we have something enough in common to, you know what I mean, be in a relationship. And it's like because we both provide each other with a familiar space, you know,
Hmm.
I know what I'm going through. I know what you're going through. So let's hook up and navigate this thing together.
Yeah.
Now realizing we can have the same issue, but the source of that issue can be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so I found that to be interesting. I wanted to say something, but I was too busy eating my chicken. I didn't want to get in on
The
it.
chicken. Got
Yeah.
you. So, do you know what it looks like when it's not trauma bonding?
Unfamiliar. It's unfamiliar, like, you know what I mean? Like when you meet somebody for the first time, you know, the first thing, the only thing that's gonna attract you to you is whatever I see on the outside. You
Right.
know, whether it be your hair, your body shape, you know, your
Mhm.
size, whatever. That's what's gonna initially say, you know what? I like her enough to go say something to her.
Right.
But then it's like that unfamiliar place, and I felt like I think that's the art in relationship that has gotten lost. That
Mhm.
let's be friends, let's court, let's date,
Right.
then let's, you know what I mean? It's kind of like relationship these days is like you're trying to get together, you meet at the bar, have a couple drinks, or you're trying to eat. You know what I mean? What you about to do? You're trying to chill, get a little bottle, Netflix and chill, smoke, do whatever you want to do. Then next thing you know, we done sweating together, and then we wake up tomorrow, and then we do it again and again. And next thing you know, we like in a relationship, but we don't even know that because
Right.
you know what I mean. We skipped all the other parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I felt like when you were really trying, it's unfamiliar. I don't know you enough to like really feel comfortable enough around you to say and do certain things. But the more I spend time with you, the more I learn you, the more you know you get to learn me, and the more we get to know about each other, then we start to let it organically form. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, these, like, in these times, like the courting and the dating is like non-existent. Non-existent. So it's like, 'cause I feel like it should be, okay, you meet somebody, it should be, okay, I'm gonna be just your friend. I wanna see if I want to date you, right? And then if it goes to that, then you date, and then while you're dating, you see, okay, would I want to be in a relationship with that person? And so then if it goes to that, then okay, you're in a relationship, and then from there. okay, this relationship is going well, it's healthy, it's functional, it's loving and all that, so then we need to move on to the next step. And this is where it gets tricky for some people because they're like, you shouldn't move in with anybody. Um, but I feel like you kind of like me personally, I feel like you have to because like if you can't